there's not too much information on the Matterport website. When I go to look at the Matterport BIM file support page, the tiny URL wgan.info/mpbim, all it says is use a Matterport Pro 3, Pro 2, Pro 2 Lite, Pro 1, or BLK 360 camera. These cameras provide depth required for BIM 3D modeling. So that's not, I think what I'm hearing is that's not sufficient information for a Pro 3 to tell a potential client that well, Matterport says you can use this to create a Matterport BIM file. That, no. Okay.
I mean, you can. I mean, you can. Yeah.
You're creating a BIM file.
Yeah, you can create a BIM from that. I can do it, day and night.
Silvio made a very important statement in his opening remarks. So E57 being an open format and fully realizing there will be MSPs delivering E57 files for MEP AEC industry. The important part is don't deliver them if you can't even put them into Cloud Compare or Autodesk Recap and do some QA, QC on what you're delivering. If you can't load those E57s into a tertiary program such as Recap and Cloud Compare and do some QA, QC on them, you're selling a bullet to a murderer, basically.
So and again, it's a very interesting thing. Having gone to Spar 3D going back many years, I think what I've sensed is off on the left side are photographers that are moving in the direction of scanning, and on the right side are people who do scanning moving in the direction of photographers. And it's kind of like the train meeting in the middle of the country, but those that do the scanning as a professional living perhaps have a hard time with Matterport service providers that have no idea and no understanding of the scan data and how to evaluate whether you're giving a bullet to a murderer. That makes you feel super uncomfortable. So I'm trying to look for what's the mid ground that an MSP might feel comfortable. It sounds like the MSP needs to say to the client, look, this is what I can provide you, but I have no ability to tell you the level of accuracy of this data, only if you do some basic measurements on site and compare it to something. Help me out here. It's like, can a Matterport service provider shift this conversation to the client to say, hey, Matterport tells me it's plus or minus 20 millimeters at 10 meters, but that's all I know. Matterport says you can make a BIM file from this, but that's all I know. This is way beyond my level of expertise. So I want to be careful I don't give you something that your expectation of what you'll be able to do with it. Certainly, if you're going to go do construction, I think clearly that is frightening.
You're making, actually, you made a very good point, Dan, here. I think a service provider, the way they can package their service is to have a very clear contract what their role is. And they can be, the role can be just, I'm capturing the space using the best methodology for capturing the geometry. I don't know what we're going to get out of it. I'm going to hand you the data and you're responsible for, checking it and maybe correcting it if that's what you want. But I am following the best practice, and that is as much as I can do, right? I cannot control how well the scans align with each other. I cannot control a lot of things, right? So, if I were in their shoes and I don't have any surveying experience, I'm not an architect or I'm not a structural engineer, I would be craft my contract in a way that make the client responsible for checking the output. Okay. And in terms of the BIM, I would not even go there. Yeah, that is like a dangerous territory for somebody that is not an architect.
Silvio, I'll say this: the price Matterport charges for their BIM files, I can hire RC monkeys to make me a far superior product in the same files.
No, actually, we charge 3 times more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, like, I mean, their price for what you're getting is
Yeah, it's-
outrageous.
yeah,
It's
it's,
absolutely outrageous.